Hi, Dave here, and today we're going to do a painting session in this kind of paint with me series, and this is part 2 of this mecha suit thing. And I actually do have references on the side. I kind of felt like adding a bit of the Evangelion cockpit design in this area, right? This thing actually is like the person here is actually wearing some kind of suit, some kind of it's not exactly an exoskeleton, it's like an actual think of an Iron Man type of suit, and then the person is using that suit to palette this other bigger suit, so almost like a bigger mech. So I don't know, it was kind of interesting. So fuck it. So yeah, let's paint. And again, we'll limit ourselves to just an hour of painting and make some progress. This session isn't about finishing, it's about just making progress and taking your time, or taking my time. I do want to develop that side of me that's just more relaxed, and because I don't always feel it's a good idea to have to finish, or to kind of think about finishing something within a day. You can take your time. Now the thing about reference is you have to be careful, because sometimes if you're not conscious, if you're not aware of what's happening, your reference can end up kind of designing everything for you, and you kind of want to be in the pilot seat, right? When it comes to your design. Oh, by the way, I did a recent art review of the artist I reviewed was Ramon Nunez. Very, very heavy on the character stuff and storytelling, and I kind of want to do the same thing. I don't want to just do like full-on illustrations. Like, I want to tell stories. Even if I do a painting, I want some of them to have a bit of a narrative in them, you know. So I'm not sure where the arm should go here. Should I erase it like this, or maybe this is the hand? I want a bit of like movement, because I feel like the arm is a bit too straight, you know. Maybe I could curve it a bit, at least like this, right? And don't be afraid of painting over shit, right? If you're scared, just paint over in a new layer. Because, you know, maybe you'll want to go back eventually or something, but I'm not sure how the hand should it be like this, the arm like this? I also want to add a few more elements to like the mech, to this main mech, right? To this person mech thing. I also feel like the head design here, the covering, the kind of armoring here is a bit too weird. I need to kind of define the shapes a bit more. Shit. You know, right now I'm actually not feeling very good or very ballsy. Usually I'm kind of ballsy when I paint, you know, where I just kind of paint it in and not worry too much. Maybe I am kind of... I need to find a way to kind of step away from that kind of perfectionist mindset and just kind of just paint, you know. It's kind of chaotic right now, but it's not too bad, you know. I feel like the hole should be way bigger. like where the actual where this mech can kind of slide in. You know what I mean? Some kind of seat here. We'll try a different brush, a round brush, right? With a bit of texture. Texture. Right. Yeah. Oh, and I've been reflecting on shit, and I feel like maybe I did mention this in a few or in the last kind of paint with me session, but I feel like I should do as much work behind the scenes, kind of in private, as I do like the more public things like the videos. So I should have like sessions where I don't record anything, where you just focus on spending time in the canvas, right? And just, you know, practicing, coming up with concepts. And maybe by doing that, I can, you know, have like something playing in the background. Sometimes I think of playing movies in the background, but I think that's going to just distract me. So, fuck. And whenever you're trying to design as you go, kind of like when you're trying to make something out of chaos, don't be afraid to use like or make use of accidents, because that can actually help you come up with interesting designs. All you really have to do is just make enough random strokes that your eye will just eventually kind of find something in it, right? So just kind of keep the pen moving and see what happens, right? Yeah, sounds or looks pretty cool. Kinda. Shit. I feel like she's a bit too. I was aiming for a she, and we want to make it a she. Right now, it feels more like a he, you know, and I don't want that. It needs to be a babe mech. A kind of mech that makes you want to ride her, you know what I mean? Kind of like a car. Like there are certain cars, or especially sports cars. Sport cars or sports cars? Shit, sport cars. There are cars that look kind of sexy because of the way the form is kind of designed. I want the same thing for my mechs, or for this mech at least, right? And I feel like with doing those kind of personal types of things, or personal sessions where you kind of work behind the scenes and just do sketches and drawings, I feel like I should do more sketches. Even if I do like paintings, they should be more like quick sketch paintings instead of like full on paintings, because I need to practice just getting the idea out well, you know. It doesn't have I can work on the refinement as I go, or as I just keep doing art. Eventually I will get there, but I feel like I should spend more time just learning how to do shit, right? And sketches are a quick way of getting to the root, to the main kind of ideas, right? This is supposed to be separate from the background. We'll try this brush and just there you go. I also want that organic side to come back, because I do want more organic kind of looking mechs. I feel like this is too. Maybe I can't. It's not looking as good because I can't see the neck, and maybe I need to feel the slenderness of the figure a bit. Right? I do like this kind of armored look here, but I feel like the head is kind of just not for me. For me. Yeah. I can do this. This could be like a neck kind of protecting thing. Maybe. Maybe just make the boobs slightly. This one actually feels more like a Jaeger, right? Where it's too high of a chest. Is that good? I want to maybe the slenderness of the neck ought to be there, just so it feels like it's piloted by some kind of woman. And again, I want it to be a bit feminine, and but I have to be careful. I don't want it to be too slender. I want it to look like it's like it can fight, you know? So how do I do that? Fuck. No idea. I'll figure it out. Right? Right? I mean, right? You can do this. I'll use a different brush this time. Yeah. I feel like this is being too, oops. You have to be careful when painting, because you want to sometimes make use of your chaos, and if you use a big brush, you can kind of take away all that work you did beforehand. So just maybe play with the pen pressure, with the opacity, and try to not waste what you've done. And or another way of saying it is to make use of what you've done already, and because it can add more depth to your painting if you have like a lot of things in it. Maybe a lasso tool might help. Control Shift C, Control V, Control T. Not everything ought to be like painted over. Sometimes it helps to use the tools that Photoshop provides, you know. And maybe like this, right? Maybe this is how it's supposed to be, and then it kind of pops up when she's about to maybe check things out or leave the actual mech. I'll try this. Hit E. I'm gonna erase this part right here. It kind of looks like she has like a mohawk, right? So I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Maybe like this. And now you can't see her face. Great. It looks like she has some kind of like a pirate hat or something. Maybe just make it smaller, not too big. So if I flip it like this. Yeah, not too bad. You can go like this. And then kind of looks weird, but I kind of like it. Okay, I'll try this. I'm gonna hit D. It's my clone stamp tool. I'll take some of this here and bring it here. Some here, some here, some here, some here. Okay. I'm gonna hit B for my brush, and I'm gonna do this. Just sometimes I think I end up kind of zooming in too much, and if I stay like this in this kind of view, I think I'm at a better place in terms of seeing the main problems and finding faster solutions, right? Oh, I feel like the head should be slightly like this. Big shoulders are always kind of cool. I'm gonna try using this brush to just kind of break things down here. A texture brush, right? Oh, it needs to be darker, so I'm going to bring some blacks here, but not too much, right? I need it to be darker. Or you know what? I could always hit like hit L or my lasso tool and just do this. Control Shift C, Control V, Control L, sorry, and do this. Right? Now it's darker. Just a bit. Not too bad. We'll try this. You know what? Maybe this is way better. This brush. It's a bit. It's still a bit too chaotic for me, so I may have to change things here. Oh, I know. Maybe it goes like this instead. It goes even higher, and maybe it stops at the chest area. I'll bring some greens here. Maybe some whites, like a light blue green. Right. I feel like that was too strong. So let's see our progress so far. Okay. Kind of bulky. I couldn't really see the face. A bit too armored for me. Way better. Although I do like the perspective here a bit, and I feel like now it's too much of a profile view, so we'll try to keep the same kind of perspective, whole. And now you can see like the other side of the boob or of the chest, right? In this area. Much better. Maybe I do like the yellow. I could bring it here a bit. It has that golden kind of look to it. Not too bad. And I am kind of just limiting myself to the color palette or to the color scheme that came off of the photo that I used in the beginning with the clones with the pattern stamp tool. My kind of technique for starting off a painting in a chaotic kind of way. So yeah. Ooh, shit, sorry bro, what the fuck? Separate the actual chest from like the ab area. Again, we have to remember, or I have to remember, that I'm painting a babe mech. Aggressive, but sexy. Right? A bit too rounded. Maybe I can make it just slightly sharper. And maybe give it some harder corners, right? Because it doesn't have to be as smooth as an actual like tit. Okay, it's starting to make sense. I can see it. Oh, you can actually the cockpit goes like this, right? So I have to kind of define that. I'll go for the round brush. I always end up going for the simpler ones. Especially like for the bulk of the painting. And I tend to go for the more opacity types. Sometimes if I need to, if something is a bit too like weak, a more opaque brush really kind of drives in a point. Right? So maybe this is some kind of like a handle. Again, I am kind of slightly referencing or I'm inspired by the cockpit design of the Evangelion. So yes. So maybe there's some kind of, again, the seating ought to be here, but it shouldn't be too light, you know? I need to define the arm a bit more. I need to know where the body starts and ends within the cockpit. A nice round butt here, perhaps. a higher kind of arc, or you can't really see the arc here of the back. Maybe I should work on that. And the seat needs to be more defined. I think I'm making progress here. Yes, it does help to really zoom out your painting, because you can always work on the details later on. You know, kind of in this view, right? I think that's what I did with the last thing we painted, right? I do want the knees to be somewhere here. Leg goes here, right? The butt maybe is green. Nice, right? I really want that organic look. Should I kind of make her butt stick out more? And oh, the arm feels too short for me. Make it slightly longer, like this. Oh, the shoulder design isn't like super strong. I'll need to change things up a bit. Or maybe the yellow isn't a good idea. Make it more gray. Add a bit of like this light value and right? Not sure what this thing is, but and I feel like having the approach of, say, Li Xingyin. If you check out his like speed paintings, he does have. It looks good even if it's not fully developed. And now for this kind of series, I'm obviously trying to spend more time on something, and hopefully that can help me refine things more. And it does help me refine things more by just by just taking my time. I can kind of bring it to an extra level of refinement, but I still want I want to maintain that same kind of playfulness when I do the speed paintings, and I want to bring the same thing in this kind of project. You see how it's starting to become too rounded and too kind of the same? It's probably time to use a different kind of brush, maybe with some texture. This one is too straight. We'll need to make it rounder. Am I right? Or am I right? Right. So that's a drastic kind of change, am I right? Oh shit, this one actually feels more like it's still a suit, but it's a very oh, I know. You know how we talked about in the design with me, or study with me, it was a recent episode in that series. We were studying the work of Ted Zhang, and I believe Prog Wang as well. And they had like mechanical things or mechanical parts where they weren't exoskeletons, they weren't exactly suits, but they were only part of like one body part. And for Ted Zhang and Prog Wang, in the examples I kind of studied, they had like a big mech thing in the legs, and they could kind of control it, but their body was kind of left. Maybe it was more of an exoskeleton at that point, but they had like a very big mechanical part down in their legs. I could do that here, but I feel like I should have a similar thing when it comes to like the handles and this kind of lower arm, right? So I don't know, maybe I can try that. So let me do the other arm here, and just do a darker value to suggest where the silhouette of the arm is at the very least, right? Kind of like that. The perspective of this thing, of this kind of front cockpit thing, or not, this covering, right? that's kind of pushing her or this mech into the seat just for safety, I guess. I feel like it needs the perspective is kind of off. So it's kind of like that, right? Am I right? Okay, that's good enough. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. Let me make a new layer, and I'm going to use one of my awesome guide brushes. Oh shit, that's a lot of folders. Shit, bro. Just a prank, bro. Just a prank. And remember, we're spending just an hour, so let's not waste too much time, right? Am I right? Or am I right? Maybe a vanishing point might help instead of a grid. We'll select this lighter value here. So where is it? It's going to be somewhere over the rainbow. I see the light somewhere there, right? And I'm going to lock this. I'll set the opacity to like maybe 30% opacity. Right? I feel like that's the right point. It gets a flatter here, or you can see the top part of the chest, so the horizon line is going to be slightly above that. Maybe make it higher, around here. And then it goes like this. Like this, like this, like this. Okay. I used to like hate this sort of thing, like using grids or guides, but maybe it's because I'm getting older that I'm less of a bitch, I guess, and I just kind of get to it. Whoa, very ballsy. Let me use a different brush. So let me just close this down. Num. Okay. So we'll try to paint with the perspective lines in mind, right? So yes. Let's just erase this. We'll try D or no. Nah. Or the clone stamp, but I was going to use the clone stamp, but fuck it. You know. Let's be a pro here, right? Ooh, shit, why do I keep burping? Apologies for my French. I need time. A bit of like arm design here. I need to draw the butt, but it's kind of too light or too because it's kind of in shadow, right? So it can't be too light. And I want the legs to be slightly longer. This is like the arm design thing. It reminds me of the work of I'm going to do an art review of this guy eventually. Ting Shu or Zhu Shu. Very heavy on the character design, but very, very impressionistic, and like you don't even have to zoom in to see the strokes. In this kind of view, you can actually see a bit of the brush strokes, but it's kind of contained enough, kind of like Shinku Kim, that it looks really, 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 really good. Am I right or am I right? Let's bring a darker value over here, right? So you see how the shapes are slightly organic? I kind of like that look. I think aliens, xenomorphs, the Predator, the engineers, or in that universe. Some say the Predator is not part of the universe, but it kind of feels like it is for me. Right? I feel like it should. The ends should be softer. It should kind of cuddle the mech, and not be kind of super aggressive. Like it's a pointing thing that's kind of piercing the heart of the thing. The thing, right? too many brush strokes in this top part, as you can see. So I'm going to use this brush, this texture brush that I have, and do this, right? Oh shit, I'm gonna hit 2 for 20% opacity and just do this, right? Just break it down a bit. Reduce the amount of chaos, am I right? Oh, let's try this brush. Oh, do the same thing. We'll hit 3 for 30% opacity. And just do this, right? Right? Just break it down. Break it down. I feel like I want something on the top as well. I don't want the whole thing to just be... I'll use a different kind of brush. I don't want it to just be kind of like this. Oh, it's too weak. Ooh, I don't want it to just be kind of all here. Like, I want to have like something here to complement this big fucking shape. Am I right? Or am I right? I want to make use of this and something else. But, fuck. Back to the round brush. Ooh. Oh, by the way, I was scrolling through Instagram while I was, taking a dump. Ew. And I found this artist. He's like 19 years old, and he's like super good. There's always someone younger and better. Oh no, it's so annoying. But like, fuck. And he had this post where he spent like about 5 days. Well, obviously when people say like 5 days, it took like he didn't do it in one session. Like, he kind of split it, and it took a while, essentially, or basically, right? And I just have to remind myself that good paintings take time. The really kind of full ones, you're not going to achieve it in like a speed painting kind of time. Okay. Some kind of coarse shadow. That's why I do suggest, if you're kind of struggling painting or struggling with kind of just getting to work, record it, do it live. We'll do it live, fuck it. That's a Bill O'Reilly Fox News kind of quote. I think it's a meme, or it became a meme. I can't verify that, but ooh, I do like the sharpness. You know what, fuck it, let's just put the dark thing here. Does it look good? It kind of feels too Evangelion-ish for me. And I need to kind of break it down. Maybe some kind of armor design here, right? And you could tell when I'm kind of panicking. I just start making random shit. I do like this, the decision I made here, using a very light value and a dark value here. It really brings out the contrast, and once something has strong contrast, it says that this is the main focus. And obviously, since this has the face and it's it's meant to be the focus, so we're going to do the Borkur Erickson thing where we just focus on this and see this nice gradual deterioration of detail where it becomes more very, very impressionistic. And I do recommend you review again, if you want, the video, the art review video of me reviewing the work of Borkur Erickson. He's based in Iceland. Right? Oh shit, maybe, she's kind of just getting out of her suit thing, and maybe... Here's my number, so call me maybe. Boo! Rubbish, you call that a joke? You fucking cunt, Okay. Let's relax here, folks. Oh shit, 34 minutes. Was that good progress? Even if you can't like do an hour, just do like 30 minutes a day. Right? That's kind of, I mean, look at this. That's kind of enough to make some progress and do some damage. I kind of like how the perspective kind of changed a bit. Yeah, it kind of makes sense because like this one, you're seeing it from above more, and you're seeing the sides a bit more, but for this one, should the body be as straight as it is now? I'll make a new layer and do this. And be careful when you use the clone stamp tool, because sometimes when you have like the guides, when you have your guides on, it will copy the actual guides. I mean, you can always like adjust the settings, whether you want to just kind of copy and paste the current and below layer or the all layers thing. I typically keep it to like all layers, just because I like working in a flat kind of mode. Even when I kind of like I have a habit of hitting Control A, Control Shift C, Control V, so I tend to like create flat stuff, and because I do use the mixer brush and the smudge tool sometimes, so yeah. I'm going to go for this brush right now. Maybe make the chest just a bit more. I think I'm being too detailed. Oh shit! Look at what's happening right now. I'm very zoomed in. I'm not very zoomed in, but I'm kind of here where you can see the whole thing. I want to be more like this. Am I right? Right? Shit. Maybe this could be like a bigger. Oh, ho. We'll try this. Control Shift C, Control V, Control T. What? Right? Do this. I don't know what this thing is, but I feel like it should be done. So I'm gonna hit B, go for this guy. Oh, I did select it. And do this, right? Oh, you know what? I'm going to use a more watercolor-esque brush, right? Do this. Bring some light values here to make the back part pop out at least. And maybe darker values just a bit. But since it's kind of further away, I can't make the values too strong or too dark. So I have to be a bit more wary. I do like this gold yellow thing. I'm not sure what I should do with that, but yes. Right? I feel like something ought to be done with it. Even this thing, what should I do with that? Yeah, it's becoming too, yeah, I don't know. We'll try. We'll see. Right? Maybe this could be like another mech behind it. I don't know. But then again, I have to be careful with this part right here because I want to keep that contrast. So maybe a bigger gun. Maybe it's kind of actually part of the mech, of the bigger mech, because I am painting the cockpit of this bigger mech, right? So yes, it's kind of hard to see which is which. So I can always refine and define the edges later. Right now, I think I should focus more on the impression, and I think that's what impressionists like to do anyway, right? Where we just kind of focus more on the impression of things. Oh, you can see a bit of the interior, guess what, of this kind of a thing. So you can see a bit of darks. Right? So it kind of goes like that. Okay, it kind of makes sense. Darker value. Just like that. Oh, too dark. Racist. Let's do this. Oh, right. This one's in shadow a bit. Again, don't be afraid to use some darks. Oh, strong. See that? It's getting more power. Oh, maybe it's too contrasted. I feel like I'm being pulled now to the bottom, so fuck it. I may have to oh no, honey Jane. Maybe a bit of darks here as well, just to fuck it. Yeah. I do know Rodici pointed this out in the last art review I did, or one of the recent episodes I did. I was reviewing the work of Sasa Melody, and Rodici did point out that they tend to like those types of artists typically don't have really strong contrasts. You know, like they don't have the darks, right? They're kind of just they don't exactly use blacks, you know. And they don't use a big value range essentially, but they can still like show good form with it and make use of that kind of constraint. So that was a nice catch. Yes. Oh yeah, I've been watching Fire Force lately, the anime, and I can't believe the guy kind of lost his. By the way, I'm going to say some spoilers here, so just yeah. Juggernaut actually lost like a fucking arm and a leg, and that was so scary seeing that. Like it gets more violent in season 2, I think. Like there's more blood, and yeah, it was kind of scary a bit seeing that, you know, like even one of the Juggernaut's friend had the kind of platoon leader, he got his head chopped off by a fucking whip. So that was fucking insane. Very, very depressing when I saw that. Because the guy was kind of cool, like he could like see things with his eye. I mean, no shit. I mean, like he could see things extra. Like he had like a thermal vision thing, right? Because in this Fire Force world, the powers are kind of pyrokinesis. It's pyrokinesis, where you can essentially control fire, right, or create fire. And yes, that was fucked up, bro. It was really sad for me. Oh, should it be like this? I should make it lighter. I'm gonna go hit Control Z. I want this light cyan thing and bring it more here. Oh, I should be stronger. Kind of like this, huh? Maybe it's not. Oh shit, let me do this. I'm gonna hit L, do this, do this, do this. Control Shift C, Control V, Control T. Rotate this some bitch and do it like this. I'm gonna hit E for my erase tool and just do this. Right? Is that better? Or I feel like something should go. Shit. Let me hit my B for brush. I feel like something should go like this as well. Because this thing is going like this, right? Or shit, let me just fuck it. Right? It goes like this. The character goes like this. I feel like something should go like this. I mean, we could always kind of do this as well. And kind of make this thing kind of lower. Like this. But it may be a nice kind of contrasting shape to do that. Right? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. You know what? I'll try it. We'll try it. You spin my head right around when you go down. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll use the same brush here. Do this. Maybe you can only see like a small portion of the really further kind of background. Fuck. Why do I sound so retarded today? Well, actually, in most days, I sound kind of retarded. You're a fucking retard, bro. You're so dumb. I need time. Yes. You know, sometimes I feel really serious about what I'm doing. Sometimes I don't. So, why? Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. I never wanna hear you sing. 'Cause I want it all. I can't really remember the lyrics, but it's there, you know. We used to listen to that like with like a tape thing. It was before CDs. CDs were already kind of being a thing, but what we had were like tapes. and he would like it's the small one, and we would kind of plug it in this kind of player thing. And I mean, it's yeah, crazy times. Anytime. Oh, I like the shape here. Maybe it's a big fucking gun from the mech. Oh my goodness. Fucking genius, bro. Let's bring this lighter value here. Oh, unending romance. Yes, talent. Oh, look at how we're pretty zoomed out. Maybe I can like spend the last kind of episode, part 3, or maybe I'll try doing like a part 5, maybe. But I want to save like the very fine, like detailed things for you know, the last episode. But let's see our progress right now. Oh shit, we're at 46 minutes now, and let's see our progress. Am I right or am I? Oh, okay, this is a good idea. Look at how it was kind of heavy with the values on top. So it was kind of pushing the thing down, like putting the character down. Kind of like in interior design, you want to sometimes avoid too dark of a ceiling, because sometimes it can make a room feel small, just because if you kind of look at it, it looks heavy on the eyes, and it makes you droop down kind of subconsciously. So by just painting a ceiling kind of white or in a lighter kind of value or hue, it kind of feels like it's kind of higher. So I think I did the good choice, or I made a good decision, or well, I wasn't being so intentional about it, but I'm glad that it isn't as dark. So it feels like it goes higher a bit, and I like how it's darker here, so it kind of like the cockpit kind of pulls you down and sets you in place, you know? Whoa, I'm a fucking genius. Anyway, by the way, again, if you're struggling with painting, just try what I'm doing right now. You know, take it day by day. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. You know, and I think you should title your videos appropriately. Don't call it a speed painting if it's a time lapse. I mean, I get sometimes I used to kind of get confused, but there's a difference between a time lapse and a speed painting. A speed painting is a painting that's done with speed. You know, like it's a fast, quick painting. It's supposed to be fast, and you're doing it technically in real time usually. A time lapse video, excuse me, is a video that's sped up, right? So if you paint it for like 5 hours and call it a speed painting, or if you kind of like paint for 5 hours and then you kind of compress the video to like 10 minutes, it's not a speed painting. So I mean, that maybe it's just semantics, but yeah, let's not get too carried away, you know? You want to give people hope. That's why I do like it when artists like say how long they took something to draw and paint. Like they'll say the full time, or they're kind of guess as to how long it took. Because sometimes they don't even record their sessions, but they can kind of through experience kind of gauge how long it took. And the more hours I see, the more realistic it is, you know. And it shows people that if you just take your time, you'll eventually kind of reach the same, well, not the same, but you'll get a decent painting out. So relax, take your time, don't rush, you know. And remember, this is a mech within a mech. It's a mechception. So let's make the gun bigger, right? Oh, we have to maintain the contrast. I think I overdid it. Oh, let's use a flat brush. I call it the Feng Shui because it's what Feng Shui uses. It's my own kind of a version because I had to like make it my own because I couldn't find the default one. I tried searching in DeviantArt, but even artists there were essentially just making their own and sharing it for free just because they couldn't find the original one. So I think it's a Photoshop default, but it's gone now. Oh, it's too strong. I'm gonna hit 2 or 3 for 30% opacity. I'm gonna select this lighter value and bring it here. Right, just push this thing, or even this lighter value here. Oh shit, oh, and bring it further back. Oh, we can do it here, but this time we'll pick one of these and we'll try to put it back. It's kind of my own way of being artistic. I could use a soft brush, but sometimes I like seeing the brush strokes, right? It has kind of like a rake kind of effect. Whoa, dude, you're such a pro, bro. Dude, you're a god. Like, you don't even know what it means to be a god. Anyway, not too bad, huh? Yes, it's making sense, right? Oh, so sexy. I'm sexy and I know it. I need to break this down, it's too rounded. It needs to be curvy. Oh, you fucking misogynistic pig. Oink oink. Ooh, I need shine. Oh shit. Let's try something different. Bring in a bit of... Oh, I'm color picking now from the actual wheel. So we're not... Oh shit. I did say I want to kind of just use the color palette from the original photo, but oh, I know I can do the same thing here. I'm gonna hit L for the lasso tool and do this. It's very rough, but I want to kind of try it. Right, control. I'll make a new layer first, just to be safe. I'm gonna hit B. I'll use again the maybe a texture brush this time. Like a scribble thingy. It's set at 50% opacity, and I'm gonna make it slightly lighter, right? Just right? Just maybe some right? Just to kind of push it back a bit and add a bit of vagueness and just kind of let it fade. Oh, it's too strong. Let me try a different brush for a while. This guy. It's kind of branchy. Whoa, it's set at 25%. Jeez, oh. So we're kind of adding a bit of brush variety, but at the same time, we're helping kind of... we're contributing to the atmospheric kind of thing. Right? So if I hit L to kind of deselect the whole thing, I'm gonna hit E and just do this. Oh, erase. Control J to duplicate that. Bam, 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 bam. Too strong. Was that enough? I feel like it's too strong. Let me just do this. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna make the opacity 70. That's good. No probs. It's okay. Not too bad. Again, we still have the guides, and we'll just call this group guides. Ooh, I need shine. Guides. Ooh, guide. Hitch. Oh shit, we're at 53 minutes. You know, I'm going to start procrastinating a bit. But we'll check our progress here. So we did make some design changes. Now in the last series we did, or in the last kind of batch, with the Ava inspired mech, you actually did not see the beginning stage. I did that kind of I wasn't able to record it. But as I was kind of doing the sketch or doing the initial stuff, I kind of realized that, you know what, maybe I should start a series where you just kind of paint and kind of in real time. And that's what actually started the whole art with me thing, where I paint, speed paint, study, and design. But now you can actually see me start from the very beginning. So you can see this, and now you can see this. So maybe this will be like a part 5 kind of thing. I think that's the most appropriate kind of approach. Yeah, I am kind of procrastinating now because I'm so close to like finishing the art. So maybe I'll spend more time just and you know what, I have to remind myself to post it this way, because a lot of my works, my recent works, are always kind of facing this way, and it's so annoying. I need to do this, and it doesn't look too bad. If it looks good both ways, it's a good painting. So yeah. Damn. I'm a beat. Oh, I need chai. Oh. And I'm kind of scared of not working. Well, not working, but I'm kind of worried. Well, not worried, but what am I trying to say? I kind of feel guilty not doing more work, like more recorded stuff. But I have to listen to my reflective notes, and I realized that I'm not making enough time for me. Like, I need to work also on my own. I mean, I am kind of working on my own shit, but it's I need to do more like sketches and just develop my skills in general. And I can kind of do that sometimes with the study with me. And even when doing this, I'm kind of doing it in a subtle kind of way. But I feel like I need more time to be more intense. And yeah. Oh, someone talking to me. Oh, sorry about the mic. Let me just hit pause for a second here. Oh shit. I'm back, folks. I just kinda went out and I actually ate like a piece of cake. It was a brownie cake, and I actually kind of felt like it was too sweet. Like I could feel like a bit of like cavity kind of thing going on. I need to brush my teeth, definitely. Damn, but it was a good chocolate kind of brownie cake thing. It was from Pizza Hut, so fuck it. Am I right? Yeah. So I'm gonna just keep painting, maybe with a round brush. With my favorite round brush over here. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use this guy. Right? Maybe add some designs here. And I'm kind of going back and forth between a more natural kind of color palette and kind of like a neon cyberpunk-ish kind of color scheme. Because I feel like for me, going for the more natural tones, I feel it looks better for me. And sometimes I've noticed that I do gravitate towards like natural colors or hues. Oh, let me just bring back the guide. Oh shit, it was kind of... Oh, okay. Yeah, and... Yeah, let me just... Shit. Yeah, natural tones are pretty good. So maybe she's about to just stand. The seat isn't fully defined yet. Let me go back to my reference here. I do have a couple of references for the Ava Evangelion kind of seat design. It doesn't have to be like super accurate. Again, don't let the reference kind of decide for you. Just use it more for inspiration. It creates a way to kind of start something, right? So it doesn't have to be super exact. And again, happy accidents. Just make mistakes and use those mistakes. Ooh, philosophy. Smart. You're so smart. 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 Turtle. Turtle. You're a fascist pig. Anyway. Okay, I'm wasting time. Oh, I feel like I should define the edge here. Oh, what the fuck is this? Because it doesn't seem to define for me. I mean, I did a good job, right? I'm happy with this change. In the next few episodes, I'll have to just refine things more design-wise and shit like that. Yes. I'm not sure if this is part of the cockpit or like, where's her butt? Right? She has to have a butt. Because without the butt, life would have no meaning. Ew. 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 Ugh, fuck. By the way, to my few subscribers, if you have like a YouTube channel, post it in the description below. If it's kind of empty, I'm not going to like do anything. But if you have like a couple of videos and you're trying to just get started, I would love to check out your work. And if you're not too weird, I'll follow you or subscribe. So yeah. And hopefully you're trying to do the same thing. Or you're trying to market yourself, because I think it's an important thing nowadays, especially to be your own kind of. You essentially have to be kind of like a one-man studio. So yeah, if you're kind of young, start now. Make it happen, bro. Bro, make it happen, bro. Where's the arm? Right. I feel like it should go lower. It needs a darker value over here, right? Ooh, it's a bit too like not too strong of a contrast on top, so I may have to change a couple of things here and there. Oh, I do like this yellow thing. It could be like a gun kind of thingy. I could include it here a bit just to kind of bring some of that into the bottom part. Although only in the areas that actually make sense. For the actual mech, maybe the neck is kind of like that. Or some of the interior stuff of the mech. Right? Because I want the colors to spread out. So if something is not in here, I'll bring something in this side to this side and vice versa. That's kind of how I just kind of... It helps me with the brush variety kind of concept. So there must be some kind of handle here, kind of like the Ava thing. Now I want to really show off the leg. I feel like I'm not doing a good job of it. So this is the bottom part of this kind of thingy here. Oh shit, at this point you actually can't see that, so it has to be kind of like this. Darker value maybe here. Right. Oh, the perspective is off. If I want it to be in perspective, I'll have to move this even more. If I may, I'll have to do this and then erase this. Right? Maybe I overdid it a bit, but kind of like that. See that? Now in this case, it kind of makes sense. It does this perspective wise, so you can see the interiors here. The one I did earlier, it's not accurate as accurate. So yeah. Now of course now it looks kind of weird, or maybe I didn't have to change it. Maybe I just didn't have to like show the interiors in the first place. Okay. Gosh, you're so dumb. Anyway, it's fine. Do this, right? Chaos. Brushstrokes, confidence. Maybe separate this thing a bit here. I do like seeing the separation. Could be part of the design, right? Chaos. Strength. There you go. Oof. Oh my. Oh fuck. Look at that. Ooh. I do like seeing this kind of light value here and seeing that nice kind of gradation. Ooh. Okay, let's do it here. Oh shit. Oh my. Oh wow, dude, you are on fire. Christ. Right? Artistic. Oh shit, I've been painting for an hour now. I feel like I've done too many small strokes. And it's too soon for that. So I may have to erase a few things here. Oh, sorry. Just a bit to help tone things down. Right. Let's turn the guide off a bit. Oh yeah, we have to remember it faces this way. Okay. So we've got let's do a review. we started with this, right? And I think I kind of expanded the canvas as I went. A random chaos, and then worked on the arm. Tightened things up. Some refinement. Cleaned up a bit of the edges. Extended things a bit more. Extended things a bit more. Tried to change the leg, I guess. I wanted to make it kind of long and slender. And then I did this final kind of thing. I worked on the background. I suggested a bit of the cockpit here, and I also tried to change this top part. So that was part 1. Part 2. Now, it kind of changed. It's still the same concept, but there's definitely a big change, right? Let's see our progress here. So from here, I tried to make it more feminine, focusing on this mech, and developed the head more, adjusted this kind of thing here, darkened up this part to kind of make it more grounded. Did a big paint over, developing the cockpit a bit more, so she kind of fits snugly in it. And in this case, she's not exactly covered, right? Like, she's partly exposed. So that's an interesting concept, right? Because often people are like within like a screen, some kind of actual like covering. But maybe for her, since there's so many kind of like she's wearing some kind of exoskeleton, I believe, inside. But right now she's also wearing a suit, a mecha suit. And she's also using that mecha suit to pilot a bigger mecha suit. So it's a mechaception. So maybe she doesn't have to be fully like, you know, covered and shit. So it's an interesting concept, right? Awesome. Or this could not even be like a mech. It could be like some kind of vehicle or something. Who knows? And then I defined things a bit more. I did clean up the background a bit. I made some details, and I think I stopped because I was focusing too much on the details. And then I wanted to kind of bring out those yellows. I saw this bit of yellow and I thought, you know what, fuck it, let's bring it back. I worked a bit on the cockpit here, brought in some blacks to just make it more stronger, I guess. Definitely worked on this part. It's kind of perhaps part of the mech, some kind of gun maybe. But yeah, I did focus on that kind of directional thing to oppose this diagonal. So these two diagonals are kind of opposing each other. And they're kind of just in the right area that it kind of brings the focus on this chick. And then I developed this thing more. I had a few smaller strokes, kind of pulled back in some by erasing it. But yeah, I feel like it's a bit more developed right now. I did some small design stuff here, just a bit of impression. Add a bit of shit. I'm so retarded. Fuck, Dave. Why don't you have a brain? God. Anyway, so that's it for this. For our progress of in part 2 of this painting. And I'm kind of glad that I got to record from the start. So I have like part 1, part 2. So I'm gonna make a new layer, group it, and call it part 3 for the next video. This could actually become like a part 5 thing. But here's the thing. I'm only going to do like the art with me episode like once a day. So the speed paint with me, the study and design with me, they're going to be postponed. So I think it's easier for me to, or it's better to kind of focus on the paint with me first, and then once I finish something, I can move on to the following kind of series, right? So I'll work on this layer tomorrow. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Shit. Thank you guys for watching. Keep painting. Oh shit, keep drawing. Keep painting and stay free.